Hi friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stampin'. I am thrilled that you're here with me today. We are going to make two really cool cards. They actually are both for Christmas, but one of them doesn't look like a Christmas card at all, and that's this one here. So this is a slimline pencil die from Trinity Stamps. I love Trinity Stamps. They are so awesome. And they have a lot of really cool builder dies like this. This one creates a slimline and it doesn't quite fit on my mat. So if you just turn it at an angle, it fits great. I'm using Concord and Ninth ink and Trinity Stamps ink blenders. I love their ink blenders. I actually have a lot of ink blenders that I like, but I really love these ones. They fit nicely in my hand. And we're using sunflower ink, nectar, dove, and carnation. And we're building out that pencil. Now, that ink blending looks a little muddy at first, but Concord and Ninth inks have a solution in it that's a smoothing solution. So as this dries, the ink settles in and looks smoother and smoother. And I am here to tell you that it's fantastic. Like when I look at the card now, it's just so perfect and the ink blending looks amazing. So I'm going to take a full 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, fold it in half at 4 1/4, burnish the edge, and then we are going to cut this pencil out, the outline piece of it, by putting one edge off of the fold line. So where it's burnished, where it's folded, we want to make sure that that die is not on the cardstock, that it's just off of the edge a little bit. So when we run it through our die cut machine, it will not cut the edge, which will leave us with a folded pencil shape card. So this card is being made for one of my daughter's teachers. She's just a really good teacher. She does a lot for my daughter and for a lot of the kids. And so I actually probably gonna make more than one of these and give it to her to give to her teachers for Christmas, before Christmas break. I'm kind of in crunch time now because Christmas break is coming up in a few weeks. I can't believe that, by the way. I cannot believe I just said that. But it's the truth. Here we are. Here we are. We're past the middle of December. December. Oh, Wendy. We're past the middle of November, and we are well on our way to Christmas time. So then this pencil will just layer right on top. I'm using my precision glue press to add this. And then we are going to decorate this really cool pencil. When I saw this die, I knew immediately that I wanted to have this in my arsenal to keep forever and ever for teacher appreciation. Now, my daughter's a junior in high school, so I'm not making little kid, gifts anymore, or teacher gifts or things like that the same way I used to. And there's going to come a point very soon where I won't even need to make them for my daughter. But I have, let's go to this really quick before I share with you. So on a video a couple days ago, I shared how to make these stamping templates for your Misty. And I'm just going to show you how I made this one. I actually show it in that video too, but this is the card that it went on. And so this video is for the completed cards. If you want to know how these work, how to make them, please watch the other video. But really quickly, I'll just tell you, you're able to use these templates to measure how far a sentiment can fit on across and how many times it'll stamp on an image, or a die cut, excuse me. So for this die cut, for example, I measured it first in a template, and I found that I would be able to stamp this sentiment 6 times in a circle around using this template. So I'm removing my acetate sheet, and now I'm going to put this right down on my sticky mat, and I will be able to turn my template and get all of my stamping the way I want it. Before I do that though, I'm going to pop it behind this open door, and I'm going to manipulate the stamp in an arch so that it's stamping circular, like a half moon shape, versus straight across. I'm going to use Altenew Obsidian Pigment ink. This ink is amazing for stamping sentiments. I think it might be my favorite for stamping sentiments. And we are just going to keep turning this hexagon until we get our You're an A plus stamped all the way around. And then we'll take it off and we'll layer this with a die. So back to what I was saying. So I now have a cousin who's a teacher, and we all have teachers in our lives. So I thought this would be a cute birthday card for her, or just a gift to give, or around Teacher Appreciation Week. Also, I still really love teachers, so I have thought about donating stuff like this to the local school here in town so that they have like sweet little cards to put in teacher boxes, things like that. So here I'm going to add some Altenew double-sided foam tape to the back of this teacher die cut. Trinity Stamps has a whole set of die cuts that coordinate with this as well. So there's a stamp set, there's the slim line shape die, and then there's also these dies that say teacher in a bunch of different ways, which I think is really, really cool. So this is kind of just one of those sets that you can have in your arsenal, and it's just a ready to go teacher set. I don't need, like I said, my daughter's a junior in high school, so I don't need a whole bunch of teacher stamp sets, right? I just need one or two. One or two is good. And then I can just hang on to those and create with them when I need a special thank you card or a gift, I guess. So here I'm just layering on all of the bits and pieces to finish out this card and the sentiment. And then I added some honeybee pearls to this card that are kind of the same color as that carnation. By the way, let me draw your attention. Can you notice how much the inks have settled in to that cardstock in the background? Look at how smooth everything looks. So when you're ink blending with Concord and 9th inks, just know that when you first put it down, it's a little uneven and you're not sure what's going to happen. But when it settles, look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's it. So we're going to move on to the next card. Now this is a Christmas card. This one is just like total Christmas card, right? We're going to use the pentagon shape though for our stamping template because I measured out the Peace on Earth sentiment that I'm using from the Honeybee Stamps Holiday Blooms stamp set. My friend Kelly Taylor illustrated this stamp set actually, and it's got a big amaryllis in it. And then it's got some really pretty sentiments. So there's a sentiment that says Peace on Earth. So now we're going to take this off, pop it behind our door, and we're going to make sure the bottom is all lined up. We want the bottom of the template lined up with the bottom of the grid on the door. And then we are going to manipulate this stamp in an arch so that we know that this will stamp all the way around the pentagon in a half circle arch shape. So anytime you want to create an element like this where you have a circle and you want it stamped all the way around the edges, this is going to be your new go-to friend. Again, if you want to know how to make these templates, please watch the video that I did on earlier in November. Well, it was 2 days ago if you're watching it. If you're watching this video on the 21st of November 2024, the video that you're going to be looking for was released on November 19th, 2024. So that will show you how to make all of these templates yourself. They're a total DIY project. You don't have to figure out how to do it. There's a video to show you how. So here I just heat embossed after I stamped with that honeybee ink. There's that stamp set I was telling you about. And now we are going to stamp this big amaryllis and color it. So this is extremely sped up because it took me a long time to color this amaryllis. And I'm using R59, R29, R35, and R32 for my ink colors or my Copic marker colors. And basically you just want the center of your flowers to be dark, and you want there to be a shadow where 2 points meet or one item lays on top of another. And then we're going to do the same thing with these leaves, coloring them in a beautiful soft green, kind of a sagey green. And then we're going to die cut it, and we're ready to assemble this card. So I wanted to make sure one of my Peace on Earth sentiments was straight at the top above the amaryllis. So I just kind of turned it until I got it how I wanted it. And then we're going to use that Altenew double-sided foam tape to adhere this amaryllis to the front of this card. This is the largest circle from the Honeybee Stamps Circle Stacks dies. And it's a great size because it will make a circle-shaped card just all by itself. You don't have to really do much else. So all I did is cut a second one from white cardstock. I scored a little lip on the top of it, and you'll see that here in a minute. And then I used scrapbook.com's 1/8 inch double-sided tear tape, which is a really, really strong adhesive, and I added it to the top of that lip and put this together. So once I get this popped on, I'm going to trim off the bottom. We're going to finish adhering the card, and these cards will be finished. So let me just yak at you for just a few minutes here about what we have happening this week. If you're watching this video on the 21st, there will be a live video happening on how to make a Christmas gift card holder. This video actually is for Vault members, but I'm going to let it go live on my YouTube for 24 hours, and then it will be removed from YouTube, and it will only be available in the Creative Vault. The Creative Vault is my membership site if you have never seen that. And on the membership site, we do live events, we have a giveaway, and we have craft-alongs. I'm also going to be putting together a PDF for the gift card holder cards that I am making this month for my Creative Vault members. You can join the Creative Vault for free for 21 days. There's a 21-day free trial. So sign up, join the Creative Vault for free, get on there, and if you like it, stick around. That's what we ask. It's $14.95 a month. And if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. That's okay. So I'll have that coming up soon. And then in December, we go live twice a month in the Creative Vault. And in December, we're going to have craft-alongs just like we do this month. And we have a really fun giveaway coming up also in December for those who are paid subscribers in the month of November. Anybody who's a paid subscriber in the month of November gets added to, like, each month you get added to the future month's giveaway. Does that make sense? So anyway, back to the card. Here is what I was talking about earlier. We're going to add this double-sided adhesive, stick it to here, and this card's finished. All of the links for the Creative Vault and the supply lists and all of those things are in the description of this video. Just look under the video, and where it says more, tap or click, and it will drop down a big description box with a bunch of links in it. I'm also going to provide a link to the DIY stamping template video to show you how to make these templates yourself. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. If you want to watch another video from me, click either one you see here. Click the circle with my face in it to subscribe, and I will catch you in the very next video. Have a blessed day, my friends.